Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully the video quality is good with this part of the video. Using the front camera on my Samsung phone today, so I can see the screen, what the screen's actually capturing, and hopefully you can see what I want you to see. Alright, just on the modelling table, going to upgrade the speaker in my 37, which is my favourite locomotive. Unfortunately, this is not the latest tooling version of Buckman's Class 37. I think the tooling goes back to about 2012, and also the DCC sound decoder and file would probably date back to that. Whether or not this loco is actually a subsequent batch and actually newer than 2012, I bought it new, which I suspect it is, being produced before the new models were released. Anyhow, I love the model. I like the engineer's grey livery. Fits with my layout, I think. Not going to show everything on camera, but we'll endeavour to take the body off, which will involve undoing some screws on the bottom of the chassis, and for $20 odd I've got a Sugar Cube speaker here, a Soundtrax one, which just arrived this morning. And just to show you another product I've started using, it's these, I think they're a Bachmann USA Easy Mate knuckle NEM coupler. I have been buying in the past some of the KD versions, which work out roughly about $5 or $6 New Zealand per coupler. These I found at $2.50, so it's $5 a pack here, which isn't too bad. Things I like to use because I have a switching layout, a shelf layout. Can't do continuous running at the moment. The knuckles look more realistic and so much better for switching. I just use a kebab stick or a skewer just to release them. So I got 2 more packets of those, just to update a few more freight cars, wagons, and I need to add another one to my Class 33/3 Slim Jim, which is coming, by the way. Still saving up for another HM7000 21-pin decoder for that Helgen model. This time of year, I'm on a budget at the present time, and this time of year does not help. So it may be the new year. I do have where is it? I do have a Stay Alive, a battery bank waiting for it, so I only have to buy the decoder kit with the speaker. I actually bought 2 of these a little while ago because my Class 419 that you've seen on the layout, which is used in conjunction with the old Lima Tooling Hornby Network Southeast coach that I converted into a Southern Rail Network Southeast EMU car, probably a driving trailer in my modelling world, and that runs with the 419 as a mixture of a passenger and a parcel service on my layout. for those who've been following my channel, it did have sound, but I actually took the HM7000 decoder that I'd bought and put that, and that's what's currently in the class 25, which for the purists may have detected is running a class 47 sound file. At this present time, Hornby haven't got for download to the decoder a sound file for the class 25, so I like class 47 locomotives and I like the sound, so that's what's on there at the moment. I may change that and actually download class 47 into the class 33's new chip when I get it, and I may swap that out for another Salsa sound file, maybe the class 33 one, just so I have a little bit of variation on the layout. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to put a Sugar Cube speaker in here and hope that it increases the volume, but also increases the bass and gives it a bit more richer sound, because I love the sound that comes out of the I prefer Bachmann, Helgen, Hornby. I've had a few issues with. I definitely would never recommend their Railroad Plus models, and even some of their rolling stock I feel is not as good as the Bachmann or some other brands, but the sound is really good out of that decoder and the Sugar Cube speaker that it comes with. So I decided to try one and make this loco sound better. Alright, I'll do another update when the body's off, and I'll show you the installation of the speaker. This speaker, by the way, is not the original. I have previously played around with trying to improve the sound. This one's even slightly cheaper. It's supposed to be, it's a Soundtrax speaker. Correction, guys, just been fiddling around with it, and yes, those two screws do fit into this section of the body. I tried putting them back in and they wouldn't tighten up, so yeah, they do go all the way through the chassis and into the body. So yeah, the body on this class 37 is secured by 6 screws. Alright, don't have to worry about that. We'll just get on and remove the existing speaker. Alright guys, this was trickier than I anticipated. A suggestion I would put to the manufacturers: please sell them pre-soldered with some wires on them. I'm hoping I didn't damage the top of the speaker there. As every speaker is, it's magnetic, and realised that it jumped up and touched the end of the soldering iron. So yeah, I may have got some solder where I shouldn't have got some solder, so we'll see if it works now. I ended up using this little bit of insulation tape just to stick the actual speaker on there while I soldered these on. Got to be very, very careful and very gentle. These are good little speakers, but extremely fragile. Alright, we'll endeavour to solder these two wires onto the locomotive. And I just used a bit of the Tamiya plastic cement just to glue the speaker onto the box. Alright, so actually that's slightly around the wrong way. Sorry, that was out of view. Fold this wire back on itself just gently. I'm fearing this is going to be unsuccessful now, but it was worth a go. Luckily the speakers are not very expensive. I might just nip off a little bit of the length there. I apologise if sometimes something goes out of shot. I'm a bit new to these how-to videos. Alright, just gonna try and get that just so I might just need a blob more solder. I'd actually forgotten to just tin the ends. Sorry, this is I am making this look a lot more difficult than what it is, but what it should be. I like to try and encourage people to get out of their comfort zone and have a go. But if you achieve something like I'm trying to achieve, man, does it feel good. Alright, so I've got one on. Alright, let's put the soldering iron back. I think that's not bridging. You just got to check that you haven't got some solder stretched across the other terminal so you create a short. Alright, we'll pause it here and I'm going to put it on the track and see if the speaker works after all that. Back in a few. Alright, back guys. I won't say it was a trouble-free job. Done a bit of testing on the layout. Just check out the sound. What I found was maybe, yes, it isn't quite the right impedance speaker, so a little disappointed. The sound was richer, had a bit more bass, but less volume, and more volume was definitely one of the things I ticked. So I put the square soundtrack speaker back on, and with the new sugar cube, which is just there, and just wired them in parallel. Then put it back on the track, and I'm pretty sure slightly louder and just a tiny bit more bass. So I've decided to keep the two speakers in it, so it's just a matter of sticking the square one down and just poking the little sugar cube one in behind it, and hopefully there'll be enough clearance to put the body back on. So the next thing will be just to see how it goes with the body on, and probably for the way the video will be edited and presented, we might show a comparison at the very beginning of the pre-sound version and the upgraded double speaker version, and we'll just be interested to see if anyone can notice any difference. Otherwise, maybe a waste of $20 odd, but I think it might have been worth a try. Alright guys, signing off for now. I'm always trying to improve and trying to think of more content. Sorry, this is probably too long and too boring, but hopefully those of you that are less experienced in the hobby or new to the hobby may have learnt something now. Alright, my advice is just have a go, whether it be weathering, whether it be wiring or trying new scenery techniques. Have a go. It's the only way we learn, and from my experience, yeah, you do make some mistakes along the way, like frying speakers and stuff like that, but as long as you learn from them and get better, that's the main thing. Alright, Small Rails signing off for now. Take care, and all the best for the holiday season. Hey guys, finally done, body back on and on the track. If you're watching this video all the way to the end, this is the last section. You would have actually seen a demonstration right at the beginning of the sound, and I think it is louder and a bit more throatier. One little downside, I couldn't get the extra speaker in and keep the fan, so the fan detail's actually gone. I'm still thinking about a way of taking the actual fan blades out of the housing and seeing whether they can actually just sit on top of the speaker box. But yeah, happy with the job apart from that little hassle. It's got a tiny bit of super glue on there, and I was busy shaving bits off the fan enclosure and this and that, just trying to get it to fit, but it just wouldn't. But yeah, I'll just have to get a fine pin and just clean that up. Yeah, so, but it's a trade-off. I like the better sound, and to be quite honest, through videos or even just in general running, don't really notice that the fan's not there. This one looks very closely. There's a little bit of blanking bit, but yeah, I couldn't go any closer than that because there's the contacts for the cab lights. The only other thing I didn't show you guys, I forgot to take a photo of, was yeah, it took me after it took me ages to get the body to fit, I lifted the body off and I used a little bit of leftover plastic card and made a just put two thin strips of plastic card styrene on each side of the top of the speaker, and then a bit of 1mm plastic card that just lays over the top, and there's just a slight gap that I didn't know if I'd put the plastic card on, whether that would interfere with the actual operation of the speaker being fairly flush. So there's just a slight gap, but yeah, so I've put that on and put some on the side, so it's effectively got like a 3/4 speaker box around it, and that's painted in a dark grey. I didn't have any matte black left, so yeah, and I think that's just given the larger speaker a little bit more bass as well. Alright guys, I'm sorry I meant to take a photo of that to post with the other ones, but that's all she wrote. Thanks for watching. Sorry this has been a bit tedious, my first sort of DTC how-to, and yeah, aiming to be better and better each video. Take care, happy modelling, like, subscribe and share,
please, aiming for 250 by March subscribers if possible.